That's not human! That's not human!
On a summer night, a man was making his way home along a wooded country road in Pender County. Everything seemed perfectly ordinary, a typical summer evening. But as he drove down the road, something unexplainable occurred. He saw something he would never forget for the rest of his life, something that would change him forever. He came face to face with a being not of this world, something utterly unknown to this reality. Stay with me, and together we will delve into this strange, unexplainable encounter. On the night of July 31st, 2021, around midnight, an unidentified man, let's call him Frank, was driving home in his pickup truck along North Carolina's Highway 210. The road was empty, silent, the kind of silence that feels wrong. But then, something happened. Something he couldn't explain. Something that would turn an ordinary drive into a nightmare. Listen closely to the original 911 call.
Pender County 911, what's the address of your emergency?
I'm driving on 210. I just crossed the Black River, and I thought I saw a guy standing on the side of the road bleeding.
Okay, where are you at, sir?
I'm on 210. I just crossed the Black River. I'm heading towards 53 East. I just passed Patriots Watch.
Okay, so you're over near Morse Creek?
Yes.
Okay. And did you saw a man standing on the side of the road?
What the?
What was that, sir?
That's not human! That's not human!
Sir, are you okay, sir?
There's something in the back of my truck!
Okay, what's in the road?
No, it's not in the road, it's in my truck. In the bed.
There's something in the bed of your truck?
Yes, ma'am, I just turned on my bed lights for my truck and there's something in my bed.
Okay, sir, when you say something, what do you mean?
I just knocked it off of the bed of my truck and went over my roof.
Okay, what was it?
Let's uncover what really happened. Frank was driving home late at night, the road swallowed by darkness. The world felt still, too still. Then suddenly, something caught his eye, a wounded figure lying by the side of the road. Without hesitation, he dialed 911. Later, Frank would swear the injured man didn't look ordinary. He resembled something out of another time, like a soldier from the Civil War, lost and broken, as if he didn't belong in this world anymore. Frank reported what he saw as he kept driving, staying on the line with the dispatcher. Then bang! A loud, violent thud hit the back of his pickup. Frank froze. Slowly, he looked into the rearview mirror, and that's when he saw it. Something was there, something not of this world. Frank later described it as a thin, humanoid creature, unnaturally slender, with pale, grayish skin stretched over its frame. Its eyes, deep, sunken, completely black like endless voids staring back at him. That's when the panic hit, because in that moment, he knew this was not human. Terrified, Frank slammed on the brakes. The creature lost its grip, tumbling off the back of the truck, disappearing instantly into the dark forest beside the road. Frank didn't wait. He drove straight to the nearest gas station, hands shaking, heart pounding, where he waited for the police to arrive. When they did, he led them back to the scene. But fear had rooted itself deep inside him. He was so shaken, he refused to even step out of the car. The officers searched the area. Nothing. No footprints, no trace. No sign that anything had ever been there. Nothing. Except one thing. A single, deep, unnatural scratch carved across the back of Frank's vehicle. After the incident, things didn't just end there. Frank was later approached by multiple paranormal investigators, all desperate to learn more about what he had encountered that night. But even then, he refused to reveal his real name. The fear stayed with him. He admitted the experience shook him deeply. "I have no idea what that thing was, but I know one thing for sure. It wasn't an animal, and it wasn't human." Since that night, Frank claims he has never experienced anything unnatural again. And to this day, he stands by his story. But the internet has its own ideas. Countless theories began to spread, each more disturbing than the last. One of the most popular claims is that Frank encountered the infamous The Rake, a creature often described exactly like what Frank saw, a thin, pale, humanoid figure with sunken, hollow eyes and an unnatural presence that feels wrong. Another theory suggests something even darker, that what Frank saw was a skinwalker, a shape-shifting entity said to mimic human forms and even imitate human voices to lure in its victims. So now the question is yours. What do you think? Was it just a deer, twisted by shadows and fear? Something explainable? Something earthly? Or was it something else entirely? Something that shouldn't exist? Maybe it really was a rake. Tell me in the comments. Thank you for watching. If you dare to hear more stories like this, stories that blur the line between reality and nightmare, subscribe to the channel, because some stories are still waiting in the dark.